Hi friends, how are you all? So finally you all have caught me in my garden, huh? Want to see what's going on and what's growing in my kitchen gardens and in my tiny little orchard at home? Come, let me show you. Have a look at that. Want to see a closer look? Here we go. That's saffron gold, orange gold, isn't it? And that's growing on the west side of my house. This is the surprise of what I wanted to show you. That's the view from my window. And this is my lobby window. Let's start. Om Shri Ganeshaya Nama. Let's start with Ganeshi. And on his side is stevia. These two plants are of stevia. And garden, as I had shown you, I had told you earlier in my last video that we are going for a returfing. So the garden has been freshly laid out, the grass is coming out, but it will not be ready as yet. It will be ready by next year. But nevertheless, there are some flowers here and there. Some plants have come up all by themselves. So here are some of the flowers. And as I take you down, because all these beds also have been returfed, there's some roses, they have come up, and harsher the winter, the better the roses. That is the rule of the roses. So there we are. And now I'll show you. Look, there are some petals lying here. They bloom every day and they fall off. And that's a papaya tree in the background. There you are. Huge papaya tree that's coming up. This is the second one. And this particular papaya tree has a lot of fruits. I'll just show you. Look at those three huge papayas hanging. And we don't take them down. They are going to ripen on the tree itself. We don't use carbide, or generally as people call it, masala. We don't use that. I want it to be organic. So this particular variety is the one that really gives a lot of papaya. Look at that. There's a whole bunch of them up there. And then look at these. Look at the size of these papayas. We have many varieties of papayas. I'll show you as we go down. And remember, you had seen one earlier also? Don't worry, I'll show you again. That was the papaya tree where you all had caught me. So I'll show you that papaya tree once again. And marigold. Again, more marigold, more roses. And as we go down, look, more roses, pink colored ones now, mixed with marigold. There, marigold again. And you see this blackish plant, that big one, that is stevia. There is a second stevia plant. So we have many of these stevia plants also, because I use them instead of sugar. So here again, another variety of flower. And this is my little kitchen garden. Now how little this kitchen garden is, let me show you. Look at this. So what do you see? Take a closer look. Take a closer look. Do you see something? You're going to see something. Look at that. Turnips. The mauvish top and the whitish base. So you have turnips. These turnips are coming up. And now, unfortunately, what has happened is turnips have got mixed up with other plants also. So this is another fruit, another vegetable. And this particular vegetable is used in salads, is used to make vegetable also. And it's a multi-purpose veg basically. Grows in the valleys basically. So there you are. It has a hard top, so you have to skin the top off, and it has got a soft interior. That is the one that is used, and these leaves are used along with that. Now this particular vegetable is known by various names in various regions, but generally this vegetable found in Punjab in the valleys. And there we are. That is coriander, fresh green coriander, and you're going to see carrots. You're going to see radish now. You'll see these white color radish and red color mauvish color turnips. There we are. And along with that, mixed in between all this is a little bit of mustard and spinach and of course bathu, but then they are all cooked together, so this got mixed up this time. And that is because of the change of gardener, so we had to let go of the earlier one, so a new gardener joined, and a little mix up, but that's no issue, it happens. So there we are once again, and the this is the tree where you had caught me. This is another variety of papaya. Now this is the smaller variety, but look at the papayas on this. What's that? You want to see some see the vegetables in closer look? Okay, let me show it to you. Let me show you. There you are. So that is the turnip, and these turnips grow out above the soil with the root beneath. They go above the soil, they are not outside. Now this is coriander, fresh green coriander. It grows very fast, so this much is more than enough. It grows so fast that you are not able to pluck that much as it keeps growing. So I don't have to preserve this throughout the year because this is more than enough for me. And there we are again. So this is fenugreek or methi. I love methi ka parantha, so this is basically fenugreek and methi. So, and in fact everybody in my family loves it. It's a very good detox, so that is one of the major reasons. And this of course is spinach and bathu mixed and a bit of mustard. So now I'll take you further down, and look, these are the radish. So there it is, more radish. And as we go down, I'll show you more vegetables also. There, that's turnip. It's not outside the thing. It's still growing. Look at that. That's again turnip. And well, all these because now what has happened is carrot and radish and turnip, they've all got mixed up, and mustard also. So generally, but they can be made together, so it doesn't make much of a big difference really. And these are your marigold. Look at the colors of the marigold. They've also got, mixed up. Look, the colors I've carried from yellow to red. So you have 3-4 type of marigold. And this is pudina. This carpet is of pudina, and pudina or mint, absolutely fresh mint. So this is my little kitchen garden, and again at the far end, I'll just show you. Look, there you are. So can you see that? That's radish again. So that's how basically it all grows. And so there we are. That is the winter garden of mine. And this is the plant. This is the plant where you caught me. So this is the east side, and the other side was north side. Now I'm going down this north side. So that was the first mango tree. There's a second mango tree. If you remember, we had taken, I'd shown you urshol from mangoes. So that was this particular mango tree. And this is money plant. Yes, I knew you're going to get a shock. This is money plant. And the leaves of this money plant are huge. They are massive. So that further end is east side. This is north side. And now I'm taking you down into the west side. So this is one blood red Malta that has fallen down. It's fallen down because maybe a squirrel was eating, or maybe some bird was eating or anything. So now this is an important thing. Look at this. The Maltas are here. So these are the Maltas, and this is red blood Malta, by the way. It's a very special variety. Red blood Malta comes from England basically. And one of the very famous dishes, made with this, in fact a cake made with this is red blood Malta cake. But the sad part of red blood Malta this year is that, number one, very few Maltas have grown. Number two, size is very small. And somewhere around 1/4 have dried. Look at that. You see all those brown ones hanging? They are basically dried. And the reason why they have dried is because if you remember, it had started snowing very early, and it had snowed very heavily in north, so the temperature had really dropped down, which is bad for Malta or any citrus. So that is why this citrus has got affected, and the number of Maltas have gone down, number one. Number two, the size of Malta has gone down. Number two, And number three, a part of the big crop has actually got spoiled. They never bloomed, and which bloomed dried up. So that is as far as the Malta is concerned. But nevertheless, it's not bad. It's a little small in size. In fact, generally the Malta is about 3/4 the size of what you see here. So this is very small compared to the original size. But never mind. Next year, so next season I'll show you. And I hope you remember these plants. So these are those plants, which the Cucurbitaceae family now. You have Loki here and so on. So we'll come back to that again. This is now a guava plant. Look at this. These are the flowers of guava. There's a guava that is coming up. It's a new variety. So this sapling here is for test. So we want to test the guava of this before we replant. There's a guava behind this also. Here's another one. And I'll show you some more flowers here. And look at this. This is also blooming into guava. So this is what it is. Now I'll just show you. Look at this. There's another one that is going to come up here. So this plant it looks good. Let's see what the fruit is going to be like. This is after when the fruit comes up. So this is as far as guava is concerned. This is a small papaya plant again, which is growing up, two of them in fact, and which have been covered by our Cucurbitaceae family. There we are. So that's one yellow flower, and here there are going to be more. And look at this. This is what I wanted to show you. Look at this huge Loki. This Loki is basically, I'll uncover the leaf. Have a look. This huge Loki is deliberately kept here on the plant so that it ripens all by itself, it dries all by itself, and then seeds, I'm going to convert it into seeds. So all the seeds are going to be there. I'll show you at a later stage when it happens. This will all dry up. It'll all become brown and there will be a thick net of this shape, and in that net there will be all these seeds there, black color seeds. So I'll show you that also. I'll show you that. So we'll come back to how it is. This is how basically Loki is converted into seeds. Loki or Cucurbitaceae family, anything from that. So there's another papaya plant, and this has got beautiful papayas. I'll show you that also. This is a very different variety. So I'm going to show you that variety also. Look at that. So there we are. Look at the size of these papayas. Can you see them? 1, 2, 3, and they're huge. 4. They're really huge. And this is very different. Look at that. There's another one there. So these papayas, again, no carbide. They will ripen there only. And we'll wait for them to ripen. So there we are. So that was another one from the Cucurbitaceae family. This is a mango tree. Remember, it had already given mangoes. I had shown you in my earlier video. So this was the new sapling. So this year we'll see what this mango, exactly is like. So last year also it had given a few mangoes. This year also, let's see what happens. So this again, look at this. All these flowers, they're going to give, Loki or something. Look at this. Now this is your bottle gourd. This is one of them, and you will be shortly seeing a second one. I'll show you a second one. This is the flower, and I'll show you a second bottle gourd. There it is. So that is also coming up. So very slowly it's going to bloom like that, and one of these we'll be keeping to convert into seeds if the produce of these plants is good. So another papaya tree, and this of course another flower from the Cucurbitaceae family or the Loki family or Ghia family or Tori family. There you are. So we have all these Tori and all that. All these varieties are here, different plants. So there's another papaya plant. So now this is what I wanted to show you, the orange gold or the saffron gold. Now I have all the three plants. If you remember, the orange plant also we had, Malta I have shown you, or this is orange, then there is Kinoos, and then there is Musami. But all of them have changed colors now. Look at this. This is how they grow. They hang, and The more the winter, the better it is. The more the rains, the better it is. But there should not be a sheer drop of temperature, because that is in the earlier on when they are growing up. Once they have grown up, and when and as slowly as the winter advances, and when Lodi comes, if you remember, it's very, very bitterly cold. But that is the time when this fruit is at its best. The citrus is at its very best. That is the time. And if you notice one thing, we have not gone against the ecosystem. I have not put any net on them. I don't allow any nets on them. I want that squirrels and birds and they should come and have their part. Monkeys should come and eat their part, and friends, relatives should also have their part. So these plants are basically, the fruit from these plants is basically for distribution, for testing and distribution, and for our own domestic purpose also. So this is, you can see the house in the background. So there's one huge window there. There's another huge window here. But I'll show you these windows. I'll show you that. Now look at this. I'll just go under these plants and I'll want to show you how they really hang from, and I'll show you what they look like from under the tree. This is what it is. So that's how they hang. There's so much. But as I said, because the winter had come a little, snowfall had come very early on, so that has disrupted the crop this time. But nevertheless, look, that's how it hangs. It's still enough, but the size is a little smaller, quantity is a little less. Had that snow not fallen, and had the temperature not gone down, and had there been not so much of rain, this crop would have been much, much, much better. But anyway, nevertheless, it's part and parcel. So no regrets. And as I was saying, ecosystem, we don't cover them with nets. We allow everybody to take, and that is why, perhaps why, God gives. When you distribute, when you feed others, when you feed everybody, and you feed them in free, so God gives you more and more and more. So this is, I believe in that. So that is why there are no nets. Monkeys come and eat, birds come and eat, squirrels come and eat, relatives, friends, even passerbys also, if they say, sir, do char de dena, so we go and give it to them also. So no issues at all. We don't stop anybody from coming, picking up, and in fact we take them out and give it to everybody. Now this is what I wanted to show you. Somebody had asked me, sir, we want to see your house. Look at this window. We have these L-shaped windows on all the four corners. So this is one bedroom. This is one bedroom. Now this is, one side is west and the second side is facing north. Now that other side that you are seeing is south side. Now you have another L-shaped window there also. So we have a bedroom there also. And in between there is a, now see, these are the washroom windows. So in between both the bedroom. Now this is the second washroom. This is the second bedroom, sorry. So in between the two washrooms are there. So coming along, this was the north side, remember? So now I'm on the east side. This is the front side, also on the east side. So we are back to Ganesh ji. And this again is that second part of the L-shaped window. If you remember, I had just come around that. So I'll show you still more. And this is my tiny little gas bang. My cylinder remains outside the kitchen there. And Ganesh ji, two stevia plants. And this that you see is basically the sitting room. That is the kitchen. And these are the windows here, and this is of the sitting room. And you see this door here? Remember the door. Now if you notice, in the whole house there were only two doors. Now I'll show you the second door. This is designed from the security purpose. Look at the windows, huge windows. And this is the second door next to the car. The reason for these windows is that moment you open any window, the whole the air in the entire house becomes fresh. There's so much of light, natural light in the air, natural light inside, and natural air. So that is the plus point about it. So, well, friends, I hope you've enjoyed going through my winter kitchen garden, and I hope you liked it. And till the time we meet again, is thanks and bye from Chef Raj. Have a nice time.